Defense lawyers have made an application before the Chief Resident Magistrate Court in Lilongwe to discharge Leston Muli and others. Chaos and confusion still continues in Parliament as yesterday on 13th February 2024, the members of DPP Parliament were asked to vacate the premises regarding to misunderstanding. Those were the headlines, now news in details. As one way of promoting culture in the country, United Transformation Movement UTM Member of Parliament from Zimbabwe, Samuel Chira, donated 1 million kwacha to Ingoma traditional dance competition in Mzimba. Mzimba Heritage Association is expected to hold a Ingoma traditional dance competition that will be specifically for the youth in Mzimba district this year. Our reporter Priscilla Power has more in this report.
Speaking during the donation, Chira said that traditional dances are very important to any tribe as it is part of its identity and it attracts tourists. Chira said the children of nowadays in Mzimba district does not know their traditional dances. For this reason, make him to support Mzimba heritage associations. He added that he loves his tribe and its traditional dances and he promised to continue supporting such events. Commenting on the matter, Mzimba Secretary General Kingsley Jerry has thanked the MP for the donation and has asked other politicians to take a good example of what Chira did. Jerry said his organization will announce the date of the competition soon. Most people in Mzimba districts love Ingoma dance. For Angaliba News, this is Priscilla Power.
Chaos and confusion still continues in Parliament as yesterday on 13th February 2024, the members of DPP in Parliament were asked to vacate the premises regarding to the misunderstandings on who was required to stand as the leader of opposition. On Thursday, the DPP appointed Mary Navija as the new opposition leader when the previous evicted leader Kondwani Nankuma, as well as appointed George Chaponda, both attended the Parliamentary Business Committee. But the Parliament recognized Kondwani Nankuma following a court injunction. Meanwhile, political analyst Leah Dipiri requested the leader of the House to have a solution in handling this misunderstanding. Leah Dipiri had this to say.
Thank you very much. As you are aware, yesterday there was a commotion, there was a confusion in the Parliament following time when the Speaker gave a chance to the opposition to speak, or the leader of opposition to speak. Unfortunately, two of them all speak. Honorable Navicha, Honorable Kondwani Nankuma, they all stood up to speak on behalf of the opposition. So as a Malawian, I would rather like to request the government, mainly the office of the Speaker, mainly the leader of the House, mainly all business committees to find a solution to this problem, to find a solution to this impasse. It's unfortunate what is happening today at the Parliament. You see the opposition members are at the gate. The gate is closed. They are not allowed to get in. It's very unfortunate. And the electorates, the people who wake up in the morning to put them in the positions, to see them doing that, they may not have trust. I know this is a legal issue. This is not a political issue, and it's even difficult to comment on it to avoid the contempt of court. But I would still like to request, if all goes well, there should be other people, other third parties to support bringing sanity in the parliament. You are aware the opposition is very important in our democracy, in our rule of law, to check and balance, and also to support the accountability and transparency. So I would rather like to request even the legal advisors, even the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, and all those people who know the laws better, either to seek for constitutional review so that this issue is resolved once for all.
In a related development, the members of the party responded to the President's State of Nation address outside Parliament after barred from entering the House. George Chaponda discussed that Parliament discussion must proceed and the problems on the confusion must be addressed later. George Chaponda explains more.
Because he was expelled by the party, that is, the Democratic Progressive Party, his expulsion followed his appearance before a disciplinary committee. After the disciplinary committee, he was expelled from the party. So, we felt that a person who has been expelled by the party cannot come to represent that party. It has never happened. As a lawyer, myself, apart from being the whip of the party, I respect the order. However, our observation is that while the speaker cognizance of that order, they should not have given space to Nkrumah. They should have left him where he is and wait until the order is vacated. Alternatively, they could have allowed other speakers to start speaking and then end up at the end of the day, maybe after the court has vacated the injunction or the decision has been made by the court, then we could have been given a chance to speak.
However, the leader of the House, Richard Ichimwendo Banda, says he wishes if the DPP party settle down and talk their issues and respect the court as well as the parliament. Richard Ichimwendo Banda had this to say.
Government side, we have tabled our business, tabled the motion, it was able to second it, but I think it's very clear that the opposition, more especially DPP, is divided. Their division from the party, they are bringing to parliament. I wish they had sat down at the party level, sort out their issues so that they don't actually affect Malawians. Because we now wasting taxpayers' money. It's very clear from what the speaker said that as parliament, we must respect the courts. We cannot the parliament and disrespect the courts, and for that reason we try to talk to our colleagues to respect the courts and honor what the courts are saying, but they can't accept that. We continuously losing time. Now the whole day has gone, very little business. We have spent money for Malawians and it's a very sad situation, and I wish that DPP should sort the issue.
Defense lawyers have made an application before the Chief Resident Magistrate Court in Lilongwe to discharge Leston Mori and others in a case which they are accused to have conspired to defraud Malawi Savings Bank Debt Collection Company. In the case that involved business person Mori, former Chief Secretary to Treasury Cliff Chilunda, and being accused to have been part of an arrangement to have Moody repay a debt of 5 billion to the bank in 50 years. The court sat for commercial proceedings for the three accused persons to face trial in High Court. However, one of the defense lawyers, Frank Mbeta, made an application to have the accused discharged, urging the state that it had not complied with the court's order to serve the defense with a document in relation to the formation of MSB Debt Collection Company. Our reporter Blessings Paul Chikoti caught up with Gladwell Majekete, lawyer for accused, and he explains.
The allegations against them is that they were getting contracts from Reserve Bank of Malawi, letters of credit were issued, and while flouting procurement procedures for the government, sums of money were advanced before anything was delivered pursuant to those contracts. The amount of money involved is about a total of 20 billion kwacha. For this case, one accused person is sick. They applied for an adjournment. Our argument was that perhaps we could proceed with those that were present and then have the committal proceedings against the other one who is sick on another day. The court has ruled that that doesn't make sense. It's best that all accused persons should be present for committal proceedings. We ask that a medical practitioner from the government, a doctor, should assess the health of this particular accused person. That will be done, and we will report to the court in the next 14 days. The second case is about a total sum of around 5 billion. This was largely about debts that were advanced to companies belonging to Mr. Muri. Agreements were signed between officials from the Reserve Bank of Malawi.
State lawyer Dziko Malunda has, however, objected to the application. Malunda said matter has not commenced as it will be handled in High Court. Malunda explains.
This matter representing the first defendant, Mr. Victor. Give us a synopsis of what transpired today. Okay, what transpired today in court is we were coming today for committal proceedings in which the three accused persons were to be committed to the High Court, meaning to say that trial would be transferred from the Second Court to the High Court. But from the defense we had objections, because when we met last time in October 2022, we made an application before the court to register that the state was supposed to save us with documents or disclosures to which the state has not yet complied up to this point. So essentially we raised a preliminary objection to the committal proceedings today on the account of the fact that the state has not yet complied with the order which was granted to the defense, that the state was to save us with disclosures before the proceedings. On the part of the state was saying they were ready to commit the matter to the High Court, notwithstanding the fact that they haven't yet sent the disclosures, but we object to the same, because we were saying doing so would set a very bad mistake, where the state would be allowed to traverse with the orders of the court on account of the fact that the matter is being committed to the High Court. So with that, the court has reserved its ruling, and then once the ruling is ready, it will be communicated to us, as well as further directions on how the matter will be proceeded.
Is your objection to the effect that you would want the court to
Two men have died after motor vehicle accidents that they were traveling in overturned at Nchinga village along Salima Lilongwe Road in Dowa district. According to Dowa Police Public Relations Officer Alice Sitima, says the two have been identified as Matthew Nekantani, aged 26, from Kasanja village, Traditional Authority Madzama in Kodakota, and Moses from Gona, located in Lilongwe. The accident occurred on 13th February 2024 at 5 o'clock in the evening at Nchinga village in the district. A Henoroli registration DA 9630 was loaded with bags of charcoal and being driven by Lyson Mwale from the direction of Salima, heading towards Lilongwe with 16 passengers on board. Sergeant Alice Sitima had this to say.
It is true that Matthews Nekantani, 26, from Kasanja village, traditional authority Mwadzama, Kota, and Moses, whose full particulars are not yet known, have died after the vehicle they were traveling in overturned on February 13, 2024 at Nchinga village. The vehicle, a Hino lorry, registration DA 9630, loaded with bags of charcoal, was being driven by Lyson Mali from the direction of Salima, heading towards Lilongwe with the 16 passengers on board, and upon arrival at Nchinga, the driver failed to engage low gear as he was ascending a hill. As a result, the vehicle started moving backwards and went to the far offside drainage and rested on its side, and its windscreen got smashed and the driver escaped from the scene. Following the impact, Moses and Nekantani sustained severe head injuries and were rushed to Dowa District Hospital, where they were pronounced dead upon arrival. The remaining passengers are being treated at the hospital.
With that item, we have come to the end of our news bulletin. But before we leave, a recap of our top stories. Defense lawyers have made an application before the Chief Resident Magistrate Court in Lilongwe to discharge Liston Muli and others. Chaos and confusion still continues in Parliament as yesterday on 13th February 2024, the members of DPP in Parliament were asked to vacate the premises regarding two misunderstandings. That's the news for today, but for more on these and other stories, visit our Facebook page, Angaliba Online, YouTube channel, Angaliba Television, and our website, www.angaliba.africa. For news tips or any other coverage, you can contact 0888-939-903. You have been with me, Katie Maganga. Keep it mindset change.
Technology yatibweretera ngani ya bwino Lilongwe ndi mzuzu chimwayi chofuna kupuzira ntchito zamanja chomwe takhala kudikirira chija chafika. Lusotech ikhale kuphunzitsa makosi akumtima kwanu, ndipo pamapeto mudzalandira certificate ndi zida zoyambira kuma repairing courses, ndipo 85,000 mudzalipira makosi awa: ICT, computer, tailoring and fashion design, electrical and solar installation, audio production, video production, phone repairing, computer repairing, electronics repairing. Pamene 200,000 mudzalipira makosi awa: plumbing, welding, catering, komanso course methodology. Registration ndi 5,000 kwacha. Kuti mulembetse, imbani foni pa manambala awa: 0995 545449, 0995 545449, kapena 0888 114412, 0888 114412. Olofikani kuma ofesi athu omwe ali ku Lilongwe White Falls pafupi ndi Admark, pamene ku Blantyre City Plaza Building floor number 3 ulimbe kumeneko. Pamene ku Mzuzu mutipeza moyang'anana ndi main gate ya msika wa mahardware. Masiku anotu somangokhala manjalende, tiyeni ku Lusotec.
Do you have a dream of becoming a program producer, a radio and TV presenter, a news reporter, a video editor, a camera operator, and a TV final control center technician? HBR Institute of Communication and Management is the answer. It offers creative media production in film, radio, and TV production. In this course, you're going to learn about pre-production techniques for media industry, critical thinking and research methods, business communication for media, news gathering and reporting, signal transmission, TV, film and radio production, and more. A school commences on 20th February 2024 on both Blantyre and Lilongwe campuses. For more information, you can contact 0999 958 206 or 0888 958 206, or you can email us at info@angaliba.africa. HBI Institute of Communication and Management. It's your dream come true.
Kulima hape ku TNM. Ma agent at TNM adzirandira ma units okwana 200 kwacha polumikiza makadi 10. 100 kwacha idzipereke